Hello everyone, this is grade 6, module 6, lesson 1 problem set. So what we're doing for this one is we're taking a look at statistical questions. And a statistical question is one that can be answered by collecting data and where there will be variability in the data, meaning varying responses or different responses, not just one. So let's go down and take a look at question 1. Now, question 1 wants to determine whether it is a statistical question or not. So the first one says for A, how many letters are in my last name? Well, I only have one last name. So if my last name were Smith, I would have 5. There's no varying or changes in that. So that would make it a non-statistical question. For B, how many letters are in the last names of students in my 6th grade class? Well, there's going to be an awful lot of people in that class, and most of them are probably going to have different last names or different number of letters in their last name. So that's going to be statistical. We'll start doing every other one. D says, what is the maximum number of feet that roller coasters, and that's the key word, drop during a ride? That's statistical because different roller coasters will drop or have a maximum number of feet that they drop. So not all roller coasters drop at the same maximum feet. F says, how many hours of sleep per night do 6th graders usually get when they have school the next day? This is varying. It could be 1 hour of sleep, which I hope it's not. It could be 8, it could be 10. So we're going to have different varying numbers, so that'll make it statistical. The very last one that we'll look at is G for this section. And it says, how many miles per gallon do compact cars get? This will be statistical because not all compact cars get the exact same. Some get better gas mileage than other ones, so that's why we can put it as statistical, because we know that the data is going to change. For 2, it says, identify each of the following data sets as categorical, meaning we're going to have word answers, and that's category. And then numerical means number. And I'll explain it out loud. So for A, it says arm spans of 12 6th graders. I know that this one's going to be numerical because when we measure arm spans, we could use inches, and inches are going to be numbers. B says the number of languages spoken by each of 20 adults. This will be categorical because we're going to have word answers, meaning it could be Spanish, French, Dutch, any of those ones. So those are all words or categories. C says favorite sport of each person in a group of 20 adults. I know that's categorical because, again, we're going to have words for this one, like soccer, football, basketball, baseball. So that's why it'll be categorical. D says the number of pets for each of 40 third graders. Key word there is number of. So that's numerical because we're going to be given a number of pets. Not which pets they have, but the number, how many they have. E says the number of hours a week spent reading a book for a group of middle school students. And again, we have numerical because it's saying the number of hours a week. So that's going to be numerical. Now for 3, we have to rewrite each of the following questions as a statistical question. So these aren't going to be statistical. They're going to have not varying answers, or they'll only have one answer. A says, how many pets does your teacher have? That's only one answer because it's one teacher. So I'm going to change that to say, how many pets does each teacher in your school have? So we're asking for an awful lot now. So how many pets does each of your teachers in your school have? So now I'm asking for all the teachers, not just one. B says, how many points did the high school soccer team score in its last game? To change that, I need to get a bunch of different values. So I would say, how many points did the high school soccer team score in each of their games this season? And so C, how many pages are in our math book? I would say, how many pages are in the books in the library? Now we're asking for multiple books instead of just one math book to get the page number. So I'll leave the last one for you, and let's go to page number 2. So here we are on page 2, and it says, write a statistical question that could be answered by collecting data from the 6th graders in your class. So my statistical question would be, what is the height of each kid in the 6th grade? So now I have my statistical question. 5 says, are the data you would collect to answer the question you wrote in problem 2 categorical or numerical? I'm going to say it's numerical because heights are going to be measured in inches, and I know that inches are numerical. So when I do my explanation, it's going to be because inches are done in numbers. Thanks for watching. Hope this helps, and good luck on the rest of your problem set.